Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week, another month of the Nightwing news. It's a beast world out there. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
I'm Kristen.
That's right. We got a lot of Beast World to catch up on. For some reason, I keep wanting to call it Beast World. All right, Beast World.
It's right here.
Yes. Beast World 1 and 2, a couple tie-ins. We got the final issue of World's Finest Teen Titans. We have Nightwing 109. Lots to do. Well, before all that, I'll probably tell Kristen about the quick one-page, I think it's a one-page appearance Dick Grayson made in something came out last week.
Hey. Was it the Santa thing?
No, but I think I haven't been reading it, but I think he does show up in that too.
Yeah, he does. It's on the app. I didn't buy it, but it's on the app.
App?
I mean, it's not a big thing, but yeah.
No, he does appear in one page. Well, finally, after all these years, last week they put out the alternate take of Batman 428. See, shiny.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The family where Jason lives.
Okay, yeah, he lives.
I mean, he still gets blown up and stuff, but I mean, yes, he lives. He's alive. But no, I mean, there's not a ton of difference, except it's just Jason lives, and no, Dick's only appearance is like Jason's in the hospital in a coma, and Dick comes in, and he's like, Bruce, I just heard, rushed over, figured you could use a hand tracking down the Joker, and that's when Bruce just says, thanks, Dick, but no thanks. I'll handle this by myself. That's the way I want it from now on. But I'm like, weren't the Titans off Earth in the original version? This version, Dick's here. Dick's like, oh, hey,
Well, maybe
because Dick never showed up in the original version of Death in the Family.
No. But I guess that's one of the differences. I mean, I feel like it could have gone either way. I think that they had him be off Earth because in the main Batman books, they didn't do anything with Dick when Jason died.
Yeah, no.
So my guess is if Jason had lived, that's what would have. That they wouldn't have had to worry, like, why wasn't Dick at the funeral? Because, like, obviously there wouldn't have been a funeral, so.
Yeah, but again, most of the issues the same. They just kind of tweak it, so it's like, oh, Jason lived, and the funeral's only for his mother, and then like I said, Dick, that page with Dick walking in.
Yeah,
because they reprinted it with like original ads and everything.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like they actually like reprinted. I got I spent a little more because we got the shiny version, but still. Besides that, it's like the original issue.
Oh, but it's interesting too, because I guess it shows you just how little difference there needed to be in the story. I mean, in that story, obviously, whether Jason died or not made a huge difference. But to that actual comic, it sounds like only the last couple pages is different.
And that one page, instead of Bruce holding his lifeless body, he's holding him and says he lives. Yeah, there's a few little tweaks, but I think it's the thing. It's like they printed both. I think back in the day because remember they had that 900 number to decide Jason's fate, and I think they ran it to like the last second. So they're like, okay, whatever the decision is, we'll just ship out that issue and then get rid of get rid of the other one. But so I think they originally they had both versions ready to go.
Yeah.
So, and then supposedly legend has some guy cheated and had his computer just like dialing.
Yeah, I mean,
although I think I don't know if that's true because sometimes I think they wanted a solo Batman for that era because that was 1988. Because in the following year they were going to have a Batman movie with a solo Batman with no Robin.
So the one thing that I can't understand
Hmm.
with DC, and I feel like they always had the solution,
Mm-hmm.
and they used that solution in the 90s, was just you have more than one book. So if you wanted a soul like Legends of the Dark Knight, until the end, there's only I mean, it was almost entirely a
Oh yeah.
Batman solo book, aside from that Grimm story, that we read, which is an amazing story, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want solo Batman, you can have solo Batman in one series, and you can have him other Batman in there. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm trying. I think they might have learned their lesson from that because I think that might have been before even Legends of the Dark Knight. So I think it might have just been Batman and Detective at that point. But yeah, I take your point where it's like, yeah, have one book him being solo and stuff. But
I think they were also listening too much to the wrong people, the people who were loud. It was like angry middle-aged guy. I don't know. They were very much in the thrall of the Frank Miller Dark Knight
Dark Knight Returns,
Returns
yeah,
or whatever, where he's solo, and I think they thought, oh, that's what everybody wants.
grim and
It's
gritty,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's not what everybody wants.
Hmm. And
That's
again,
in fact what most people don't want.
and I think kind of started at this point, and like Marvel does this a lot now too, where it's like they kind of like try to make the comics very close to like the TV or the movies that are out at the time, and it's like you don't need to do that.
Right, yeah.
I've talked to people who own comic shops, and they're like, "Yeah, when there's an Avengers movie, there, there's no increase in the selling of Avengers comics."
Right. I mean, yeah, you can, and that makes sense because I'm sure that there's so much. I mean, people know this stuff has been going on for a long time.
Hmm.
So it's not like, oh, I saw an Avengers movie. I mean, a few people maybe will be like, oh, I saw an Avengers movie and now I want to know everything about the Avengers. But yeah, a lot of people are going to be like, okay, yeah, I saw an Avengers movie and I liked it, and that's nice.
All right, so should we get to some of these issues, some rest of these issues?
Let's do it. Where
All
do you
right,
want to start?
should we start with the last issue of World's Finest, Teen Titans?
Let's do it.
So, what did you think? Did Mark Waid stick the landing?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of interesting. The main thing that which is a silly thing, but that stuck out to me is I guess it is a little bit is how near the end Dick was saying, Wally, you're the youngest, but you're Kid Flash, not kid brother. I guess maybe that is definitely a little bit of a callback kind of to the Silver Age, because I feel like now they're very careful about portraying all the Titans as pretty much the same age. And of course, when you are adults, it's like hard to, a year or two is hard to tell. But yeah, it did seem actually like back in the day when they originally had the Teen Titans that Dick might have been older because he goes to college first. But I was always like, is it because he's older or is it just that's what they're doing and they're not doing it with the other?
Maybe.
Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. And I thought that was definitely kind of a throwback to the to back then because of course a lot of more depending on people reading it and a lot of more recent media Wally has not been younger than everybody else. Like in Young Justice, he was older than Dick. So I just was like, oh hey, that's another callback to the Silver Age.
And I just wonder back in the day if they portrayed Dick as older because he was the one who first appeared before any of them.
Right. And it did make sense once he said that, Wally, because then when I saw it, I was like, yeah, Wally does kind of look younger the way he's been drawn.
Uh-huh. I do like, the minute Dick took that mask off, there's nothing in this issue about them not trusting each other. It's like, okay, everyone's sitting down, paying attention to Dick. It's like, okay, here's the plan.
And of course, the end with Batman was good. I mean,
Yeah.
it still kind of breaks my heart that he's like, I assume I'm fired. Like, like I feel like why would you assume? I feel like that's. I feel like back in the I mean, of course, back in the actual golden age, this was never an issue. I feel as though that's something that's kind of been put in,
Yeah. Because I think,
you know, in more recent times because Batman has fired him.
yes,
But
and Batman is more cautious and, so much more, yes, in this era, paranoid in this era.
right.
But no, but I like how he even says, he's like, the choice to unmask, did it save lives? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, will you do it again? Not without talking to you first. He's like, well, then 1 month without the suit. But I do like when
Yeah,
Bruce,
no, I liked how it was. I was just saying that it kind of made me
yeah,
sad that
yeah.
that I feel like that's just how Batman has changed.
But I do like he gave him.
But he said nice work. Oh.
Why not? I like the compliment where he said, well, no, because before night's work, he says, you led a team. I don't know if I could do that.
Mhm.
Basically telling Dick, yeah, you have skill. Well, you're a people person more than I am.
Yeah.
You're more of a leader than I am. But yeah, I love the
And
trap.
then, of course, I liked at the end how they're having the party, and Roy's like, "What do I have to do to get a party like this?" And Wally says, "Go away."
Oh yeah, because Dick's been gone for 5 weeks. Yes.
Because he was grounded. And then I thought it was kind of cool how then when he comes back, he's like, Mr. Twister. And so it's like, oh, this was before the Teen Titans that you already know. And then
They
he
ran right off.
wraps it up in a neat bow.
But I do like the trap they set for the Terror Titans, and they use Oliver Queen.
Yeah, well, and then of course, how I mean, obviously it doesn't totally fix their relationship, but how he's talking to
But Oliver saying, "I trust you" to Roy and stuff.
yeah. It tied up all the loose ends. And how Donna and Garth are better off as friends.
Yeah, and I do like how. And I do like, when they're like, "Oh, too bad no one saw this fight." And Dick's like, "Who says they didn't?" And Dick filmed the fight. Wally, no
Yeah.
way, you.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But yeah, it was a good wrap up here.
It was.
And that, yeah, just Dick taking down what's his face, the leader of the Terror Titans, and just saying, you could have been you could have been one of us. And she says, "You're good in the field. You
Chose
could have been one of us." Yeah, you're somebody who wanted to fight for justice, but this ends justify the means. Crap is your Achilles heel.
so true.
So, yes, good. Again and again. If you guys haven't been reading this, go pick it up. 6 issues.
No, it's all done now.
Yeah. It said the end. No, it is. I think I saw it somewhere. It did say 6 issues, which I would assume. I didn't see any solicits, but I would assume they're going to collect this in a trade.
Oh yeah, probably. But I mean, it just finished up, so maybe they need.
You never know. Sometimes they turn them around pretty quick, but yeah, I'm sure sooner or later they will collect this in a trade. All right. So where do you want to go next? Do you want to do Nightwing or do you want to do the Beast World stuff?
I don't care. You can pick.
I don't know. I know Beast World started like a week or 2 ago, but it's like I really like Nightwing 109.
Yeah, I guess we can do Nightwing because the Beast World tie-in in Nightwing 109 is like barely a Beast World tie-in.
I know.
So I guess it would make sense to do the not Beast World and then go into Beast World.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome.
So all right. So what What you think? We got Dick diving in the water after B after she got stabbed and tossed off the cliff last time.
Yeah.
And we even
Looks
got an
good.
Alfred flashback.
Yes. Stupid Dirk.
Dirk the jerk.
Nice one.
But I do like this flashback where we see Alfred teaching Dick how to sew up wounds on this dead pig.
Yep.
I assume it's dead.
Yes. Oh, I know, but it's also sad when he's like,
I know, he's like, you'll always
we
be
have
here.
you, and if I'm not here, you'll always be here, Alfred. Oh, but he's not.
Because well, what about the when Alfred's like, well, Dick's like, you want me to sew up a pig? And he's like, yes, so you can sew up your father or anyone else who needs it, or yourself. So he didn't say Bruce. He didn't say Batman. He said your father.
Oh. And he's wearing the original no pants costume. So
that's right.
It was pretty amazing all around. I agree.
So of course, thanks to that flashback, we see how Dick was able to sew B up because he told because she said I'm not dead. He's like, no, you were stabbed, and he missed everything you'd want him to miss. Which I figured if they wanted her to live, that's what was going to happen. He's like, I don't. He's like, don't move. She's like, I feel fine. Of course you do. Batman once headbutted a new god on these exact painkillers.
Yeah, these painkillers must be amazing.
Oh yeah. So she asks about Dirk, and Dick says, yes, he's already announcing you're dead, and he's the new captain, and he's taking your ship and imprisoned your people.
Dirk is a terrible pirate, though. Like, he just stabbed. I mean, I guess maybe he didn't care because he figured she would drown. But it's like, he stabbed her and didn't actually hit anything. Like, dude, I mean, I'm glad, but it's also like, you suck, man.
Yeah, I mean, if Dick hadn't been there, she would be dead. But
right, I know. I'm just saying, but that's what I was saying. I guess Dirk because he figured that she would drown, so it's not that big. But I'm just thinking, come on, you stab someone and you don't actually hit anything worthwhile. Like you suck at stabbing.
Well, like Dick said, he called him a spoiled thug who's used to getting your own way without having to put in an effort.
Right, clearly.
So, but yeah, the B's like, I release you from your, you saved my life. I release you from your debt. And he's like, nah. He's like, I abandoned you once before. I'm not going to walk away again.
Oh, that's right. They're gonna be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if they had stuck together, they would be such a hardcore Bloodhaven power couple.
Exactly. But then we get the origin of the sailor and the monster statue in Bloodhaven Park.
Yep. Also, notice how that guy, when he's fighting, his shirt doesn't close either.
Yes.
It's a pirate thing.
And we see how.
And then B's amazing story how she stole a ship, and she's like, "I bet that doesn't happen." And he's like, "Oh no, actually, that does happen in our line of work."
Oh yeah, she was how she got adopted as she stole a super yacht at 13 years old. I love how she's like, theft as an audition is probably frowned upon in your field. And he's like, actually, one of the Robins was offered the job after he stole the tires off the Batmobile.
That's so funny.
Love the editor's note. That's our boy, Jason Todd. But yeah, then Dick just telling her, yeah, you really are his, the captain's child because he left everything to you. A whole secret society.
That's right.
Yeah, Dirk's not a good pirate. What kind of pirate wears a tie?
Well, that's true. Also, the other one, she's like, we told you we're dead. And Dirk is a jerk. Or actually, they're probably saying something worse.
Oh, yeah, actually, it did bleep it, yes.
But they let you fill it in. See, that's nice.
Maybe it's another D word. Yeah, like Dirk is a.
You can fill it in with your own expletive.
Yes.
It's like audience participation.
Then we get that nice splash page of Dick swinging in. I love when Dirk's like, one man can't be an ambush, and then just that next page, you just see Dick leaping all over the deck and knocking all the guys out.
Yeah. He says, one man can be an ambush when he's this pissed off. Also, I like when he's like, you survived the fall consort? I'm not a consort. Why are you dressed like that? There was this chest in front of the wardrobe. And then he goes back in like a callback to Alfred. Fisticuffs.
Oh, yes. Fisticuffs? Really? Fisticuffs, really?
I mean, fisticuffs is a pretty fun word.
But then B freezer people, and of course they beat Dirk, and she tells him to drop his sword, which he does. Then she said, "This is for Lucas," and decks him. And a callback to last issue. You know, he'd already dropped his sword. My fist slipped.
My favorite. My fist slipped. I love it.
But oh Lord, but yeah, we're retconning time again, kids. Because yes, Dick gets what was in his box, which was a CD-ROM, which had surveillance footage, which I don't like to know where this camera's at. But yes, it's proof that Tony Zuko murdered his parents, which I thought we had already dealt with this, but again.
Yeah, I guess that was well. I mean, at first I was like, At first I was like, oh yeah, CD-ROM. But yeah, then I guess I had kind of forgotten that, because again, yeah, like you said, there's been so many retcons, it's hard to keep track. I guess I'd kind of forgotten that.
Well, remember,
Tony Zuko had been. I mean, I know that Tony Zuko was out and about, but I guess I thought that like he had gotten paroled or something.
Yeah, again, the universe has been rebooted so many times. I guess it's because didn't they deal with him in the Golden Age, and then remember Batman Year 3 that he got gunned down during that, and
yeah. So in the Golden Age, he was. Yeah, in the Golden Age, he was caught. See, and I thought that was always supposed to. I mean, obviously, the main reason that Dick is more normal than Bruce is because Dick is a more normal person than Bruce, but also because Dick had the family of Bruce and Alfred, and Bruce just tried to go it alone instead of properly healing. But I also thought it was supposed to be that Dick got some resolution that Bruce did not. Although I guess to a certain extent, I mean, even if Tony Zuko didn't go to jail, they know that Tony Zuko was the one who did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the Golden Age, yeah, Tony Zuko was. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was wrapped up at the end of the sensational character find. I mean, the whole thing was wrapped up at the end of his debut. And then, yeah, in year 3, it was that Tony Zuko was getting paroled. And then I can't remember now in the New 52 if it was. I thought that he was also on parole or something in New 52, but maybe I'm misremembering it. Maybe in New 52 he never went to jail for it either. I don't know.
Yeah. It's. Again, you never know because they retcon so much.
But yeah, definitely before New 52, he was always busted for it. Some versions, like they knew it was him, and then one member in, I think, the one Robin Annual 4, he might have had a heart attack or something, so he didn't end up going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was there one
jail?
He had a heart attack, and then Batman Year 3 gets gunned down and stuff. So.
But yeah, he was always busted for it. So yeah, I think it might just be a new thing since New 52 or even Rebirth that Tony Zuko has not been punished for his dastardly crimes.
Exactly. Oh, you reminded me because I was looking this up. I know I saw this yesterday. Tom Taylor, he replied to us a thread on, well, it's Twitter, damn it, it's not X, but someone put, what comic book hot take will have people, will get people mad. And Tom Taylor put, I think if Batman really worked hard, he could grow up to be Nightwing for like a week.
Batman really worked hard.
Grew up to be Nightwing.
That's cute. Yeah, I saw him. He had something about oh shoot, what was it? Oh, they had one of there's like a Batman Nightwing cover that's coming out, because I think one of the stories is about Nightwing and Batman helping him with this fear he's got, and it was like Nightwing and his sidekick Batman or something, which was cute. That's cool.
Oh, what's this? Someone also posted, James Gunn, who's working on all those new DC movies. James Gunn also adores the current Wonder Woman run by Tom King, blah blah, blah, and also the Nightwing run by Tom Taylor.
Yeah, we'll see I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. Superhero movies have not been doing well this year.
Yeah.
I think we need a break. I think people are tired of them.
And again, if we get a Nightwing, it's gonna be a few years. So. Oh yeah, with the writer strike and everything, there's not too many. There's only a few coming out in 2024. There's not like a ton of superhero movies coming out.
Well, I don't even know if I meant to look that up to comment. I don't know if I've actually seen like any superhero movie in 2023. I don't know. I haven't seen most of the big ones. Well, I would just watch Merry Little Batman on Amazon Prime before.
Is that good? I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's cute. I mean, it's just Damian and Batman. So, but there is one Easter egg that you'll like at Batman's. He has to go somewhere, and he gives Damian this whole list of emergency numbers, like this huge list of emergency numbers, and Nightwing is one of the numbers on there.
Nice. All right.
But yeah, it's cute and funny. To be honest, my only complaint, and it's not a complaint about that movie, so much as it is a complaint about DC, is it just kind of makes me a little bit sad that they never did any sort of, that it took until Damian, the biological son, for them to properly lean into Bat Dad, even though he's been Bat Dadding for like the whole time that he's been
80
around.
years. Yeah.
Yes. So that like makes me a little bit sad.
Yes.
I will say, and I didn't really think of this until I was reading some of the reviews on just to see what other people thought, and they did make a good point, and I saw it because I like to watch it with I always watch with closed captioning on, and it's definitely a family-friendly movie, but they start the movie with that Kinks song, Father Christmas, Give Us Your Money. And that's fine, except if you're watching it with closed captioning or if your kids have very good hearing, the very beginning of that song, he says like something about Father Christmas, even though I knew it was my dad. So like if your kids don't know the truth about Santa Claus, like don't put the closed captioning on right away. Or like just fast forward through the opening entrance part. Because a couple people in the comments were like, my kids saw that and they didn't know, and they were like, Dad, is Santa Claus not real? So there were a couple pissed parents. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have been thrilled about that either if I were a parent.
All right. So, and again, we got our Beast War back up in Nightwing.
Yes, and we see with the spores, that's how Damian gets turned into a cat.
I know, which I'm like, wait, shouldn't it be a wolf because his father was turned into a wolf? But
Oh, everybody can be different things.
I know. Well, again, he has that Al Ghul DNA too, so yes,
I like it when everybody is different things. Because yeah, I mean, Red Hood became a wolf.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, because Damien was investigating. A lot. There weren't a lot of beast people on the streets, which he's like, all the other cities have a lot more beast people. And he finds a villain who we don't reveal who she is yet, but yeah, helps the spores change Damien into a cat.
Yep. And then I also did read the Gotham one too, but I guess actually that one's for the end. We have to read the first two.
Well, I don't know, because what's the order's weird.
I think technically it says in the Gotham one that this takes place after number two.
Yeah.
And plus, based on what happens, you're like, oh yeah, this takes place after number two.
Well, let's jump into the first one. Beast World #1, Titans Beast
Let's
World.
do it.
Yeah, let's set this thing up. I mean, we start off with again the Church of Eternity, which we've been doing in the Titans book.
But in case you hadn't been, now you know what's up.
Yep. Yes, Brother Eternity sending people to. Seems like they're going to colonize another planet, but.
Dead. Shocker. He has nefarious intentions. Who would have thought?
But then he starts speaking a weird language, and as the Titans are watching, Starfire's like, "Wait, that's Tamaranian." And then so then they some of the Titans boom tube to the moon of Titan.
I guess one thing. I mean, whatever. I guess evil villain gonna evil villain. That's how they do. But that's weird to me is like, why does he want to destroy? I mean, so the thing he awakens is this destructive Necrostar that's just like gonna destroy the planet. And I'm like, well, but dude, you're on this planet. Why do you want to do that?
Is he just like a religious fanatic where it's like, oh, well, that's my God, and I'm gonna, God's gonna do what God's gonna do?
I guess.
Oh, he's gonna
I
send
mean,
me
I
to
don't think it's
heaven.
totally explained. Like I said, I guess it's one of those things where you're like, evil cult leader is gonna do what evil cult leader is gonna do, but it just kind of makes me wonder, like, dude, what's your actual thought process behind this? Because that doesn't seem all that smart.
Yeah, because I mean, unless they reveal what his whole point was at the end, but yeah, unleashes this giant starfish-like creature.
Very bad starfish.
So the Titans gather Earth's heroes, and oh yes, it's the Necrostar. But yeah, because Dick's even asking Corey, how did your ancestors defeat it? She says, they didn't. It did, meaning Starro.
Yeah, okay, now tell me a little bit about Starro. What's Starro from? Like, where did
Starro,
it?
he was like the first villain the Justice League ever faced, and like again,
Oh, yeah,
he's the other
okay.
huge starfish thing where like he can take over people by shooting starfishes onto their faces and stuff, and it's almost the same principle as the Necrostar, except he doesn't transform you; he takes over, just takes over your mind.
Okay, yeah, so Starro makes it's like not body snatching, but mind control.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
But yeah, so like Batman and Mr. Terrific and everyone are like, oh, we need to find Starro, and then they're like, no. Eve Beast Boy's like, your solution to an unstoppable Star Conqueror is to add another unstoppable Star Conqueror. Batman's like, give a better suggestion. Beast Boy's like, yeah, I think I kind of do. So So basically,
Wait, then Batman gets sassy, so Raven gives it right back. He doesn't need to be spoken to like a child. He's not one of your Robins.
burn, burn. But I mean, in the end, Batman says, "Nightwing, this is your call. This is your team," and he says, "I trust my team completely." He says, "What do you need, Gar?" And he says, "I need the ocean, I need Cyborg, and I need time."
Yay.
So yeah, some of the heroes go up into space to battle this thing to buy them time, but some of the spores still make it to Earth. Oh, and then we see, I guess Raven's in Gar's mind town trying to help him, but he starts transforming into something to battle the Necro Star. But the spores start trying to possess people like Shazam, and that's when Gar shows up. Mm. Yeah, the plan seems to be working because Gar has thrown out spores. Remember, he's been working on that, being a different number of like
Yeah.
swarms and stuff. He's like, it's working. Your spores are climbing inside people, taking on the necrospores.
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought this was quite good. Because it was definitely different. Um, because the main problem, the Necrostar, as far as I can tell, it seems, was solved. So that is unusual that, this kind of thing that they're like, ta-da, is solved, because it turns out that, like, it was cool. It's like a little bit of a bait and switch, I guess, because you're thinking like, oh, it's going to be pages about how they deal with this, but really, it's not.
Yeah, but no,
Something because yeah, like Guard defeats the Necrostar, so you're like, oh, that's cool, but it's because something else.
Dr. Hate.
Yeah, so now tell me about this guy. Is he
Kind of
new?
new, so I don't know a lot. I guess he's kind of like the anti Doctor Fate,
Okay.
but I do know he's been working with Amanda Waller. So
Yeah, so that I thought was kind of interesting because now it really seems like people don't know it yet. So I assume that's something that will be revealed later on. But the big bad, I mean, it's kind of Amanda Waller,
yeah,
not not the not the Necrostar,
not Beast Boy. Yeah,
well, and not I mean, I guess they've got a couple. They've got a number of people they need to deal with. They need to deal
yeah.
with what's his face, Brother Eternity, but they also need to deal with Amanda Waller betraying them.
Yeah. So did you read all the one shots?
No, only the Gotham one. I
Okay.
didn't do any of the
Because some of them are good, some of them it's like it barely has anything to do with the crossover. Like the one of the first ones, Waller Rising. I mean, it's all right, but it's like it's basically it's almost like its own separate story taking place during. It seems like Beast World. Like this could have taken place almost anytime.
Yeah. Is anything important happening in it?
Not really. I mean, there might be a new team of heroes forming, but it's like,
Oh, a new team of heroes, huh?
yeah, it's all like heroes of color. So I know the one article's like, oh, are we gonna get like a Black Justice League? It's like, yeah, okay, let's do it. But I think these people are coming together maybe to be like, yeah, someone needs to keep an eye on Amanda Waller and everything she's doing because
Okay, so you're right. Okay, so it's not her doing it; it's people
yeah,
against
no,
her.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, because she's. I mean, it did, of course, tie in with some stuff that's happened with the Titans. How she's like to the
Mhm.
president, "You don't want to leave the world in the hands of
Yeah, yeah. But
twenty somethings."
there's
It's
really like
like
there's really no Titan stuff in the Waller Rising one. It's like no Titans even show. There's no Titans in it, or like I said, it's kind of off to the side. And then what's this one? The Metropolis one, that's pretty good, but again, it's like not not a lot of Titan stuff. It's like John Kent's in here and Dreamer. But Jimmy Olsen gets turned into a giant turtle.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking that again, like a lot of
Yeah.
tie-ins with stuff, that they're mostly just there
Mm-hmm.
to be fun and relate, but yeah, you don't really need
Well, I
to.
don't know if some of them are setting up stuff for their own books too, because at the end of the Metropolis one, there's a Lois and Clark story, and we kind of see Brainiac at the end. So I think it's setting up stuff that's coming up for Superman. That one, so yeah, I think some people took the chance to say, okay, here, let's promote some stuff.
Because I felt like in the Gotham one, like nothing really related to. I mean, maybe the Jason thing is to set him up. I'm not quite sure.
Well, I mean, so far I mean, the tie-ins like that, my favorite ones so far have been the Gotham one, and then today the Central City one came out with like most of the Flash characters. So I like that. I thought those two were
Oh,
the
okay.
best ones so far. Yeah. I mean, Wally's not in it, but Wally's kids are in it. Barry Allen's in it,
Nice.
and some of the others. Yeah. But
That's cool.
we got Titans Beast World #2 though.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say we need to wait a second to talk about that one because we have to talk about number two. So, yeah, I thought number one was good and it was unexpected. Like, I liked that it was different because I feel like, I mean, granted, I haven't read every big
Mm,
issue, but it was kind of cool because so often it's like, oh, we have all this stuff building up, building up, building up, and then like boom, we solve it in 2 seconds, and it's almost like a letdown in the last one because you've got all this build up. But this one, we solved something in the first issue. You're like, yeah. And then it creates a different problem because there's a different thing going on. And I was like, oh,
mm.
that's cool. So that was fun.
And I know you loved when Batman and Nightwing are saving this family from the car, and they're like, oh, the kid's still down there. So Batman goes to get him, and then all the beasts start attacking. He tells the kid, hold on to the grapple, and I'll take you up. And he's like, I'm scared. He's like, you don't have to be afraid. Your dad sent me, and Nightwing is up there. And when the kid says, "Are you his dad?" and Batman says, "I am," and he'll
Catch
catch you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so cute.
And then Dick swings down after the kid's safe to help Batman.
Also, so yeah, Batman gets attacked, and I like Dix. On a scale of 1 to Bane, how broken are you?
Yes. mm, I love
And Batman's like, that's all, I'm fine. It's like, that sounds like a lot of stoicism masking a lot of pain.
I'm fine. I can see bone.
Like, that feels like something Batman would say.
Oh yeah. Mm, uh, but yeah, but Dick's like, it was my call. This is all me, and Batman's like, it was the right call in the moment. The Necrostar was dealt with before it destroyed the world. But then they get attacked by some Snake Man, and then yes, Bruce gets infected with one of the spores.
Yeah, so it's like the spore jumps out of the Snake Man into him.
Oh yeah, because that's I don't know if they mentioned this in every issue or not, but the spores will always, no matter who they're in, if there's a stronger host around, they will try to go for that stronger host.
So do they keep infecting the other person then, or is it like they leave that person and go to the new one?
No, they leave that person completely, and they go.
Okay,
Yeah,
so okay, so
like
like the snake person is now not infected.
yeah, no, they shouldn't be. Yeah, so
Okay,
So then, like, if Batman was around Superman, this thing would try to jump at Superman.
Okay, got it.
But I just love Bruce is changing, and Dick's like, I'll bring you back, I'll bring everyone back, and Bruce is like, I know. So he's like, I'm sorry, I won't be beside you, and he says, Dick, please don't let me hurt anyone. And then we see Barbara trying to keep everyone up to date. Because they're all.
So Kandak, is that Black Adam's country or whatever? Okay.
Yes, that's his fictional Middle Eastern country. Yes. Yes, because we saw that at like the last page of issue 1. Yes, one of the first ones infected was Black Adam. So
yeah. But I guess I don't really know much about him, so I didn't realize he's a king of a country. That's his country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, just like Shazam, he's just like Shazam. He's basically Magic Superman. So.
Oh, okay. But yeah, then they're saying, all right, the spores will leave their hosts to target stronger beings. So they're like, Donna and Starfire, don't get infected.
Yeah, because they went. Yeah, because Donna and Corey went for Black Adam, and then Dick has to tell Barbara, yeah, Bruce is gone.
Yes, and then we get random president whose wife has been turned into an otter.
And once again, Amanda Waller trying to drive her point home. Do we really want to leave this there's no Justice League? We really want to leave the plane into the hands of some group of 20-somethings?
Like, well, if you, Amanda Waller, hadn't messed things up, we wouldn't be having these problems.
Well, I think that's the whole point. She she intentionally messed it up, saying, "See what mess ups they are."
Right? Yes, exactly. I'd say it's betrayal. I mean, maybe not betrayal. Maybe not betrayal because it's not like she was ever their fan to begin with. But,
yes.
But then I particularly just like the first one, the one with Bruce, and that of course segued really perfectly.
Oh yeah.
So that one this tie-in did for the Bruce one make a lot of sense. Because
I'd say this one was the closest tie-in to the actual
Okay, I was gonna say because my guess is then we won't see Bruce for a couple issues, or he'll already be in the cage. And so if you didn't read this one, you'd be like, well, like what happened?
Yeah, because the end of 2, we kind of see, like Dick and Bruce dropped in the river, and then on the last page we saw Dick beat him and was dragging him out of the river, which is where, the first page of Gotham, Beast World Tour Gotham picks up.
Yep. And we see how Batman is like, oh, I must protect Gotham, but.
And then we see what happens when someone is like half animal anyway, because Killer Croc gets infected. But then, meanwhile, Batman's still out here like trying to like protect Gotham. Yeah, the whole Batman transform thing. As he's still trying to protect Gotham, it reminds me of a an arc from the '90s when Captain America got turned into a werewolf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But Dick's like, I know you're in there, Batman. You don't kill, but it's making it hard. So he has to get electrocuted.
I love how Dick runs in the Croc. He's been infected. Now he's bigger than ever, and Dick's just like trying to ram him with his motorcycle, and then he's like, I need Starfire. But yeah, transformed Batman comes around and helps him. Everybody's like, you still in there? He just like kind of growls. He's like, good enough for me.
I love the end, how he gets it. Because, isn't that it? That a lot of the animals in Gotham are in the zoo, so that's why they're not as overrun.
Yeah, because a lot of them are like running in packs. But one that in that backup in Nightwing 109, Damian found out some new villain, I guess, is locking up a bunch of them too.
But anyway, I love the ending. He's got Bruce in the cage. And no matter how feral Bruce gets at his heart, he's still a good boy.
If that was any more ridiculous, he'd be petting him on the head, saying, "He's a good boy."
That's why it was so funny.
It'd be funny if when Bruce changes back, he's like, "Did you pet me on the head?" But yeah, because like Bruce is like ready to kill Croc, and Dick's like, "No, I don't care what you've been turned into, a dog, an alien, and anything. You're still Batman, and Batman doesn't kill."
And he doesn't because he's a good boy.
That's right. Yeah, the second story was just ridiculous. Harley gets transformed into like a giant bunny,
Yes.
almost like a Hulk bunny. Although
I don't know. The Jason one was kind of weird.
yeah, it's so weird because it's like him thinking about some of the mistakes he's made in life, and how he thought once upon a time he thought killing was his was the way to go, but maybe not now. I'm like, watch, he'll like get all this like deep thinking out, but then watch him not remember anything when he's transformed back. I love
All right, and then the one with Huntress and Cass, that was just funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, because Huntress gets transformed, and yeah, Cass is just keeping her busy with a laser pointer.
The trank gun. But then she says it confirms I'm not much of a cat person. Come on, how can you not love that? That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
And then, yeah, the last story we get Stephanie fighting a transformed killer moth, which is not the first time this has happened to him.
Yeah, she gets all gross. Yeah, so are they all going by Batgirl, or is it still? Are they all kind of wearing a Batgirl outfit but going by different names?
As far as I know, they're still going by Batgirl because the Batgirls series is over. But Cass is still going by. I think she's still going by Batgirl. She's in Birds of Prey right now.
Okay.
Stephanie's not appearing regularly anywhere.
Okay, because I know for a hot minute wasn't Cass going by Orphan?
Was it Orphan? Or I know she was going by Black Bat or something for a while. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I was thinking Black Bat was before the New 52 when she let Stephanie be Batgirl when Stephanie was Batgirl officially. Yeah. And then when Barbara came back as Batgirl, I thought when they found her in Batman and Robin Eternal, she was Orphan, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're in an era where they're cool with multiple people sharing the same name. Because I mean, we have at least 3 Flashes right now.
2 Robins.
At least 2 Robins. Well, with the actual name, yeah.
Oh, wait, who's the third Flash? Barry Wally, and who's the other one?
Jay Garrick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The original Flash.
That's right. All right. So, but yeah, like I said, I read that. I mean, it's not really required reading, but I did like as a Flash fan, I did like the Central City crossover one, and it was basically almost everyone makes an appearance from the speedsters except for Wally because he's busy, including Wally's kids.
Wally's in a different book. I guess Wally would be in Titans.
Yes, and I guess she made an appearance during when Jeremy Adams was writing the Flash book, but I guess Animal Man's daughter is now dating Wally's son.
Wow, how old are Wally's kids?
I don't know. I mean, because this was kind of their first date, but I know that's the thing. It's like they were pretty young, but
do they age fast or something?
I don't know. I mean, they look older in this book, but I mean, oh god, what could they? I'm trying to remember if Jeremy Adams said a thing because I don't think they were in high school yet. It was either like late elementary or it might have been middle school. I can't remember, but
because I mean, Amanda Waller has established the Titans are 20-something, so those kids can't be too old.
No. Yeah. Oh, but again, we've rebooted the universe how many times?
Well, right, yeah.
That would be funny if Waller's like, it was 20 something, and some of them are like, I'm like 28, 29. Shut up. But yeah, so,
Age is nothing but a number.
yes. But yes, in my opinion, yeah, the Gotham one and the Central City ones were the best of the one shots. So. But overall, out of all the books that we covered, once again, I think the Nightwing solo book is my favorite.
Everything was pretty good this week, though.
And I guess, what is it? Another issue or two? We're going to find out why Dick's kind of almost freezing up all of a sudden.
Yes, yeah. I think that's the one that had that's like gonna have Batman on the cover.
Yeah,
I think
it might be in 2 issues. So isn't the next one like a full Beast World tie-in or something?
Yeah, I think so. I thought maybe they'd have the checklist in here,
I wanted to see the date anyway, but let's see. Nightwing 110. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's right. Did you see the cover to 110? Nightwing 110?
Oh, is that the one with the cat with the meme? The meme?
Yeah, it's
yes.
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 I see.
Oh,
Tom
yeah,
Taylor.
here we go.
You guys turned him into a cat just for that meme.
Yes. Nightwing 110 January. So yeah, my guess is it's 111 maybe is the one with
Yeah, probably.
Batman.
Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good cover too. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like 111 in February that's the one. Yeah. So yeah, Beast World in January, and then February find out what's wrong with Nightwing.
Well, and then so Titans must be delayed, or not delayed, but I mean Titans and Nightwing were coming out the same week, but Titans must be coming out.
I think the next issue of Titans is next week, so I mean we can talk that next time in January. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I think Titans is next week.
Yeah, I mean it says there's a Titans 6 coming out and it hasn't come out yet, so it's gonna have to be next week. But yeah, normally, I felt like normally it was coming out at the same time as Nightwing, but I guess they moved it because of.
Oh yeah, John Kent and Nightwing. Can they save the city from Damian Wayne?
I think they can.
Oh, there's some good variant covers on this. There's one with him and transformed Batman on there. Oh, that's a funny one. Him and John Kent just drawing like cat whiskers with cat ears on them.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that comes out.
I mean, DC's variant cover game has been extremely strong of late.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's big business on both sides now. Yeah, variant covers. January 16th. So. So that's probably around the time we'll reconvene here, kids. All right. So, all right. Anything else?
I think that's everything.
All right. So, all right, kids. So, yes, next time. Yes, only one episode this month. Next month we'll be back. We'll do the new issues, and then you'll get your classic review again. Why don't we pull that up?
Oh my gosh, sorry. There are so many variant covers for next month.
Yeah,
the one with
this
him
issue,
and Batman.
It had like what?
And then the Valentine one.
Oh,
Will you be my Valentine? Him and Barbara, and then the one where he's making the snow angel.
Oh yeah.
Is the one, and then where he's half Batman, half Nightwing. Dang, there's so many covers. Or no, wait, maybe is that a different one?
Yeah, variants are big business.
Oh wait, that's for 111. Sorry, some of those are for 111. Yeah, 111. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I'm excited for because the plague's popping up. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, okay. All right, so yes, next time I did figure this out. All right, so next time, for the new we'll reconvene for new issues. It'll be Nightwing 110, Titan 6, and I think we might have Titan 6 and 7 by then, and Beast World 3 and 4. So
Yeah, well, and then Beast World 5 and 6 come out later that month too. So
I think so. Yeah. I mean, we'll cover. I'm sure we'll cover those if not before.
might have to get together extra.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, kids. So yes, so send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737 at 614-38-Capes. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Go buy some t-shirts. And of course, the Patreon. Please help us support this thing. And again, you never know what you're going to get on the Patreon. And in 2024, Lilith Hellfire is going to be even
more vicious and brutal than ever.
So subscribe to the Patreon and everything else. Find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right. And remember, even if you don't make it by the holidays, it's always a good time to give the gift of reading, especially if it's Dick Grayson Boy Wonder. Especially if you're listening to this show, you know you're going to want to pick up Dick Grayson Boy Wonder. Buy it for yourself, buy it for the parents, buy it for the kids, buy it for grandma. All right. So, yes, go on Amazon, pick up Dick Grayson Boy Wonder. All right, kids. So, yes, thank you for joining us for this Beast Wars coverage, Beast World coverage. Our new Nightwing issue, and then guess we wrapped up World's Finest Teen Titans. Wow, we did a lot tonight.
Yeah, it was a big night for us, Phil.
Oh yeah, it's like another 5 issues next time too. Huh? Tom Taylor, busy man. With Beast World, it's writing 3 books a month now, and then probably have to coordinate with everyone else doing one shots and stuff. We want to congratulate you, Mr. Taylor. Please come on and talk to us. All right, kids. Come back next time. Remember, join us same wing time.
Same wing channel.
See, Nightwing News. Don't cross that Batman, kids. He is a beast.